What's up, guys? Welcome back if you're coming back, and welcome if it's your first time here. Today we're starting a new series. We're just kind of trying to set ourselves a starting point for the World Coin Collection, because I have been collecting for a while before I started doing the videos, and I haven't started my collection from scratch for the videos sort of thing. So yeah, we're just going to have a look through what I've got. We're going to start with A today. We've got quite a bit to get through, so we'll get cracking. We've got, if I can reach, 155 coins from 7 different countries. So everyone is different. There might be the same design but different date, you know. And we're starting off here with Afghanistan. And this is 5 Afghanis. And then we've also got the 2 Afghanis. We've just got the 2 coins from Afghanistan. Do not see them very often at all. Obviously same design there. You can get the set of, there's another third one, set of 3, you can get them for like 3 or 4 quid on eBay. Next up, we have Albania, and this is 5 lek. We just got the 1 Albanian coin. Year 2000, that one. Next up, it's Algeria, and if you've watched the rest of the videos, you would have seen this one before. This is a fairly recent addition. And there's the Barbary Falcon there. As I said, you'll have seen this one before. That's 10 dinars from the year 2010. And this is one that I really like. African elephant there. That's the 5 dinars. There's 9 different designs for this series of coins, and they're all brilliant. I want to get some more of them. I was looking at them all on the Mister when I was logging that one, and they've been using them since 1992. Next up, we've got Argentina, and this is a country where we've added a few coins recently, actually, one of which I don't have here, which is in the last video that went live. So yeah, go and check that out if you want to see that one. That's the only coin from Argentina that's not here that we own. And this is a 1955 5 Centavos. This design only ran for 3 years. And then we've got a 1957, again 5 Centavos, only ran for 3 years again, this design, slight change to the previous one. Bigger change on the obverse. And we have a 1949 10 Centavos. I do struggle to get focus on this colour coins. Moving on, 1954 20 Centavos. Not the most groundbreaking designs, got to be said. And then another 20, 1957, this one. And then this was a recent pickup. Again, if you've seen all the coin stall haul videos, you would have seen this. This is a 1 peso, it's a commemorative to commemorate the May Revolution, which I'm not going to go into again because we spoke about it briefly before. And then new country again, country number 5 is Aruba. Interesting shape for sure. Some fingerprints on that, we'll have to give that a wipe. 2016. And Aruba is part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. It's obviously under Dutch rule as such. When it comes to military and stuff like that. A population of about 106,000 in 2018. And it was actually controlled by the British Empire between 1806 and 1816. It was also run by the exiled Dutch government during the Second World War, stationed in Britain as well. Now we move on to Australia. We've got a lot of coins to get through here. 101 coins from Australia. A lot of them are 5 and 10 cents. But here's an old halfpenny, kangaroo there. It's 1953, this one. Queen Elizabeth there. 23 million, or nearly 24 million of those minted. And now we've got a bit of silver, well, a few bits of silver. First up, 1936 Three Pence. Awesome. That's 925 silver. See George V there. And just 3.6 million of these minted, so pretty low that year. Next up we've got a different design. Still a 3 pence, 925. What's going on with this focus today? There we go. 1943, 25 million basically, 24,912,000. Obviously George VI on that one. And then this is basically the same, but it is classed as a different obverse because it doesn't have the ind imp on it, which the previous one had. So if we just see here, one on the left, the right and around the edge is slightly different. That one's from 1952. Just 50% silver though, that one. And then finally a 1957. And again, obviously just 50% silver, Queen Elizabeth though on this one. Then we get into the more modern coinage from Australia. We've got 3 1 cents with the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth. 3 different years for that one. 1966, 77, 83. And then we got one with a third portrait. Again, the feather-tailed glider there, which is a type of gliding possum, I'm reliably informed. And that one, 1988, the third portrait, that one. Not in bad condition at all, actually. And then we got a few 2 cents. These have got the frill neck lizard on. Again, all different dates. We've only got the second portrait ones of these, none of the third or fourth portrait. '67, '74, '80 and '81. Then we move on to the 5 cents, and we've got a boatload of these basically. We've got 12 different dates of the second portrait. Which ran from 66 to 84. 8 different dates of the third portrait. Oh, nearly. Which ran from 87 to 98. A couple of those years are NIFC. And then we've got 13 dates of the fourth portrait, which ran from 1999 and is still running now. But I believe this year is the last year. and they're going to a new portrait from now on. So yeah, 13 dates of the fourth portrait. We just need 7 more. I think we need 7 of those, 4 of the third portrait and 8 of the second portraits. We're doing pretty well on a date run on those, to be fair. Next up, we've got the 10 cents even, and we've got a similar situation. We're doing really, really well on these. And we've got 9 different years of the second portrait. See the lyrebird there. We've got 5 years for that third portrait. There's quite a few NIFC years in that lot. Not that we've got, but I think 86, 87, 95, 96, they're all NIFC, so I think we've got half of the different ones. There's 10 different circulating ones, and we've got 5 of them, so that's not bad going. And watch out for the 1985, that's a mintage of only 2.5 million, we don't have that one. And then fourth portrait, which ran, as I said, from 99 to now. We've got 10 different years on that one. There's only 9 here, so I've got 1 separately here. And it's the 2011, which is quite sought after, even in Australia. Because it has a mintage of only 1.7 million. And it's in lovely condition as well. So I think I could value this probably easily 6, 7, 8 quid, maybe even a little bit more. Not bad for a 10 cents, eh? And then we go on to the 20 cents. Now these we're not doing so well on. We've got a few. And these have the Duckbill Platypus on there, of course. Lovely design. This is the second portrait. And we've got 7 different years on that one. That's the best we're doing though. We've got none of the third portrait. And only 2 of the fourth portrait. But we're getting there, you know, we're not doing bad. And we move up into the 50 cents. And we've got 2 of the second portrait here of the 50 cent. That's got the kangaroo and the emu there, and the coat of arms. That's the standard design. We're going to run out of space here. Let's tighten this up a little bit quickly. Thank you for your patience. Come again. Then we've got none of the third portrait again, but we have 1 of the fourth portrait. It's in quite nice condition. Show me about that, whatever that is on it. 20 million of these. The 1973 though, one of those ones, only 4 million, so quite rare, not too bad. Then we move into the commemorative 50 cents, and this is the Captain Cook, which if you collect UK coins, you'll know we also have Captain Cook on our coins. That's Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse there. And that's 1970, that one. 16,548,100. Then we got the Royal Wedding, 1981, Charles and Diana. Again, the second portrait. 20 million minted of those. This one I love. And it is the Brisbane Commonwealth Games in 1982. 49 million of those though, so quite abundant, but quite nice condition this one. For a coin that age, you know. Then we got the Year of the Family, 1994, 19.5 million, just over of those. And there is a variety on this coin. If you've got one, check and see if you've got it. And it's on the date, and it's where the 9 and the 4 are more spaced out than they normally would be. That's worth a little bit more. So have a check if you've got one. Then we've got Edward Weary Dunlop. Just 15.8 million of these. 15.9 if we round it up, let's say. And this is a 1995 coin with the second portrait on. And he was a surgeon, well known for his leadership and ability to keep morale high in the prisoner of war camps and hospitals controlled by the Japanese in the Second World War. And certainly is a legend. Worth researching if you don't know about him. I won't go on about him too much right now because we've got a lot to get through. Then we got the year of the Outback. Just 11.5 million of these. Show the windmill on there. And then we have the fourth portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, of course, 2002. Then we go on to the $1. And this is the Mob of Ruse, it's known as. Just got one of the second portrait. It's actually the only year the second portrait appeared on the $1. And that was in 1984. And it was the year the dollar replaced, or the dollar coin replaced the dollar note. And the next year was the second portrait, or the third portrait, sorry. So, yeah, we got that one. There is 185 million of them though. Being the first year they were introduced, quite abundant. Again, we've got none of the fourth portrait, but we've got 4 different years on the fourth portrait. None of the third portrait, 4 on the fourth portrait. And as I said before, this will be the last year for the IRB portrait. And we'll be getting a new Jodie Clark portrait on the Australian coins. But yeah, no notable years or mintages to be aware of there, but we've got 4 different years. Now we're going to the commemorative $1. We've only got a few of these. And this one is to commemorate Charles Kingford Smith and then Southern Cross, which was his plane. And he was like an aviation pioneer, you know, first man to fly across the whole of Australia, first to fly from Australia to New Zealand, first to fly from US to Australia, Trans-Pacific. But his endeavours were actually his undoing in the end because he did go missing on one of his attempted record-breaking flights. But there he is, commemorated on the $1. Next up, we've got the year of the older persons, which is a UN International Year of the Younger Persons they've commemorated here. Stylised UN symbol there. Quite a cool design, I think. And 29,218,000 of these, so not rare really. That's 1999. And again, the fourth portrait there. And finally, for the commemoratives, we have the year of the Outback, which shows a map of Australia there. And then you see the Southern Cross stars, which, if you know the Australian flag, you'll know they appear on the flag on the right-hand side. And they're one of the most abundant, well not abundant, but most obvious constellations in the Southern Hemisphere. And have been used for a long, long time by sailors, etc. Then we got $2. Nothing really special about these. We got 3 years of the third portrait, 3 years of the fourth portrait. But yeah, that's Australia, and we're definitely chugging along there. 101 different coins is pretty good. And then last country to finish us off. We'll rush through these because we're dragging on a bit now. This is one you would have seen before. Last country here is Austria, and if you've seen this, the coin store halls recently, you'll have seen this. If not, go back and check it out. We'll talk a bit more about Prince Eugene of Savoy. And it's a 25 shilling, 80% silver, that one. Where are we going to squeeze these in? Let's just put them up there for now. That one has a mintage of only 1.994 million, so not too bad. We do have another two 80% silver Austrian 25 shillings, but they were in the last video because we just bought them this week. Let's go and check that out if you've not seen it. And then we've got a couple more silver here. This is only 64% silver, but not bad. And these are 1972, 1958, 10 shillings. Just average mintage figures for them, nothing special really. We've got some 10 shillings copper nickel ones, which is obviously after they changed it from those 64%ers. Similar design, of course. $1977 is the one to look out for. Just a mintage of just 3.8 million, which isn't particularly low, let's be honest, but it's one of the lowest, I think. We don't have that. We have 74, 76, and 1990, which are all pretty common. Then we got some 5 shillings. All different years again, of course. 73, 74, 75, 79, 86. And again, nothing special there. But we're building up quite a date run on some of these, to be fair. Next we've got the 1 shilling. Difficult to get it to focus on these colours again here. Aluminium bronze these. We've got 10 different dates. Ran from 1959 to 2001, and then the euro came in. And we got 50 groschen, just 2 years on that one. 60 and 80, or 1960, 1980. And the old aluminium 10 groschen. You probably might have seen these before, they do seem to get about. We just got 4 different dates on that. And then finally, for the pre-Euro stuff, we've got a 1000 Kroner. Which I'm not going to lie, when I first picked it up, when I bought it, I thought, oh, that could be silver. It wasn't, and I knew it wasn't when I bought it, but I still thought it was nice. It was very cheap as well. So I kind of should have known it wasn't silver when I saw it, I guess. Yeah, 72 million of those. Cool little design though. And then finally we've just got the different euros here. There's 1 cent, we've got a couple of those. Tell you what, we'll put them the other way so you can see the design, that'd help. A couple of 2s. Some 5s. 10s, 20s, a 50, €1 and a €2. So there's all the normal denominations. They're just the standard circulation euros, just to finish us off. So yeah, that's part A. It did go on a bit longer there. We've got some other countries which are similar to Australia where we've got quite a few. Thinking like Canada and the US, for examples, which we might have to give them their own episode, otherwise it's just going to be humongous episodes. Not so much U perhaps, but C, I think we've got quite a few countries. But thanks for coming by, guys. Hope you saw something you liked. There's quite a lot there, as I said, 155 coins. Obviously some very similar or the same. And what didn't we mention? Oh yeah, I was meant to say, point this little guy out, because we do love him. And that's an echidna. If you know Sonic the Hedgehog, that is what Knuckles is. Knuckles the echidna. So there you go. If you didn't know that, you learnt something. If you've watched all the way through, special thumbs up for that. And come back next time for B. A few Caribbean countries in there and bits and pieces, so it should be exciting. Leave us a comment, pick out your favourite. It's a tough one, isn't it? Phew. Discounting the silver. I love this elephant, you know. So I'll go with that, from Algeria. Thanks for coming by, guys. See you in the next one, hopefully. Later.